All right, the dramatist personnel are here in the studio. Of course, today is a bit better. Those coming from the mainland to the island with the repair works on the exit sections of the Third Mainland Bridge. It seems they didn't do it today. It seems they've concluded. Gentlemen, good morning to you. I'd like to say good morning to the usual suspects, usual culprits. Of course, Nia Delsho, a non-oil export coach. We have Razak Olaigbe, our producer. Gentlemen, good morning to you.
Good morning, and good morning to our listeners. When I was coming here, I wasn't too sure I would recognize the way to this place again.
Because of what you guys... I think it's been 3 weeks of back-to-back delay.
It's been crazy. I mean, it wasn't any better.
Good morning.
It wasn't still any better because you'd realize on the Ikoyi axis.
Yeah.
So they shot the NMPC on that axis, and so people have to be turning back, trying to pass through what they call it through Ikoyi Club.
The petrol queue has blocked.
Yeah, so
Rewani Road.
I mean, and of course we listen to your radio station, your radio talk about stuff and all of that. And we're just disappointed about all the lies, really. We're disappointed, really. It's a shame.
It really is. It really is. Razak, good morning to you.
Good morning, Kofi.
You be the one doing the James Bond. Each time you guys are talking on all the programs, it's almost, I just imagine a movie scene in my head. Trying to navigate.
And I'm the one. And he's asking me, okay, Neil, where's Google telling us to pass? And I'm like, okay, he says no, just keep going.
Just like a police chase.
Yes.
Oh man,
it's not funny.
Driving in Lagos is an adventure.
It is.
I was just telling you guys off the air that one of those days when the Third Mainland Bridge was being, renovated and they were doing drive one side, drive that
one side, yeah.
When it's midday and then they're opening the side for those going to mainland, it will take maybe 30 minutes, 45 minutes for people to actually start entering because those coming are still coming.
Yes.
So one of those things I use my Google map. Don't put your trust in the map too much. It landed me somewhere on Lagos Island. In this place where, people are selling things on, there's a road there. To your horn, then they carry their things away and then they have to separate, clear the road for you. Yeah. I don't know where I landed. That's no thanks. But it's good to have you here on the program. What we do here every single Monday, of course, Femi Obong-Daniels is trying to make sure that the T's are crossed and the I's are dotted. And he will be here with us hopefully very soon. They had a long stretch, for I Beg to Differ. Sheriff, Yvonne, Femi, and the entire team, which concluded last week.
The final.
Yes, indeed, and everybody just exhausted. But he'll be here. Hopefully, he'll be here. And of course, you can be a part of the conversation. We'll give the numbers to call if you want to talk about, just ask questions or make your contributions on the topic this morning. It's a Fintex show. Fintex is a combination of the word fintech and export. So you take the fin,
talk of the saints,
and you take the X, and you have Fintex.
I'm sure every time you see Femi coming in, you just have peace of mind.
I'm telling you, having been here from 4 a.m., 5 a.m., yes.
Here comes the boss.
Yes, indeed. I was getting afraid that IBTD had worn you out. I was getting concerned.
Oh my God. Yeah. Welcome, Femi.
Yeah.
Welcome.
I always find a way to reboot. Strategize.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
Good to see
you. I was already on the premises when you guys started talking.
Okay.
And I was like, okay.
Yeah, we are here live.
It's not every day I get to listen to this program. So when I get my opportunity, I'm thankful.
You have to jump.
You cannot be listening to it if you are on it.
I think it's time for you to wish them happy 2 new months. 2 new months. Happy 2 new months.
All right, gentlemen. That perspective was important. You think, okay, the fact that Razak Olaigbe and Nia Delsho got into the studio, traffic is great. But others will tell.
We just could probably do that with the champagne.
Totally different story. All right, guys. So let's get into the show proper. Once again, welcome to the Fintex show. Kofi already did the intros, and so we might as well get to it. So what are we talking about this week? Well, this week is entitled The Quiz. Quiz, according to the smart one, Razak Olaigbe. So let me ask you a few questions. and see how you do. No prizes. But try to answer the following questions as part of this quiz. Which country earned $2.7 billion in 6 months from the non-oil sector? $2.7 billion in 6 months from the non-oil sector. Have you written that down? Good. Question 2. How many commodities were traded in that context? So which country earned $2.7 billion in 6 months, and how many commodities were traded? All right. You want answers? They are coming. It is the Monday morning quiz. Depending on where you are getting us from, it could be Wednesday or Thursday, but for us it is Monday. But do not bother, my good friend. Let me give you the answers now. So you may have suspected the country is indeed Nigeria. $2.7 billion in 6 months. Yes, Nigeria earned that much in revenue from the non-oil export sector in 6 months. Question 2 was, how many commodities were traded? How many? The answer, 211. 211 products exported to 122 countries in Africa, the Americas, Asia, Europe, and Oceania during this 6-month period. Now, according to the Executive Director of Nigerian Export Promotion Council, his name, Nonye Ayeni. Her name, Nonye is a lady. Her name, Nonye Ayeni. The increase in the volume and value of exported products was a testament to the effectiveness of government policies and initiatives. Thank you, government, for the policies and the initiatives. So, 122 countries, remember? So, Mrs. Ayeni is saying that of those 122 countries, 14 were ECOWAS countries, and they imported cumulatively, those 14 ECOWAS countries, Nigerian products worth 156.117 million dollars. That's about $156 million worth of stuff. Now, these products include cocoa, beans, urea, fertilizer, sesame seeds, fresh vegetables, citrus peel, yes, citrus peel, and sorghum. You're probably wondering, what is citrus peel? Well, I don't know whether your orange peel will be what you peel off from citrus that you don't want. So those, my good friend, are the answers to the quiz this morning. So once again, welcome to the Fintex show. As you heard Kofi tell you, here we discuss all things Fintex, export, and which is why the Fin and the Tex, TEX, come together. You've met Ni, you've met Razak, now you've met Femi, and of course, our chief host is Kofi Bartels. So, let me remind you that we're streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. You might catch this conversation live on social media. Search for Nigeria Info, and there will be questions, more explanation to your quiz, and more areas to consider. All you need to do is to use the program-specific, content-specific number, which is 0912-171-2885. It's a WhatsApp line, WhatsApp only, not for SMSs, not for calls. Just send WhatsApp messages. 0912-171-2885. So let's go into the questions for the morning. It's a ridiculous question, really, but so those quiz questions I asked, how many did you know before now?
So before I answer your question, so again, good morning, our listeners. I had a conversation with Razak earlier in the day when we were coming here.
Yeah.
And the question I asked myself, I said, where's the money?
The money.
Okay, so where's the money? I mean, so that's the question. When you say you make money, so again,
About $2.7 billion.
That's a whole lot. Right?
For those of you who went to school, you could do the math.
Exactly. So probably do it times 1,600
Yeah.
something.
That's
so,
a whole lot.
so that's a lot of money. So while you're still on your prologue, what I was asking myself was, okay, I think Madam Noyen needs to talk to the NMPC. NMPC said they're owing money. You understand? So they're both government agencies. Madam, you have money.
Oh dear.
Me, I'm owing money. Please, can you help me? Just offset my bill. You know, so I mean that's on a lighter note, really. Yeah, we learn every day. We learn every day, and because if you remember, we had conversations around Nigeria being the hub for trade around the West African sub-region, right? So people come all the way from what do you call it, Ivory Coast, from Ghana, unload and Benin, unload all of their trucks, out of the country. So it's understandable that that some of these things, they are true. So I'm beyond. And I think part of what was not even included in that statistics will be finished goods. You got it. Yeah. So will be finished goods. But for me, the most brilliant part of it is for Nigerians to still understand that despite all the challenges that we have, there are still opportunities out there. Okay? While we were on Third Mainland Bridge, so there's a bank that's currently advertising, saying so much about export. This the ads just right there, on Third Mainland Bridge, and I'm like, look, we need to have a conversation with them because our responsibility is to make sure that we keep opening the eyes of people. And that's why this program started in the first instance. That look, with all of the frustrations and all the problems that we have in the country, there's still a way out. You understand? So we all need money. It gets tough every day. To go to the market now is scary. So what do? Export is the way. So if this woman is saying that, the question you must ask yourself is that, are we doing enough? Okay, are we doing enough? The second question is, when I saw the script, I was like, okay, so can we juxtapose what we're saying we're earning at the moment with what will probably end in the year, in the same corresponding time last year? I'm an accountant. I understand figures. That's what I love to see. So that we can see and say, are we truly growing? Okay, so if we say that we're making $2.7 billion, is that what we're supposed to really be making? All right? Is that what we're supposed to be making? So
which takes me to the next question that I was going to ask you, because I was going to ask you, are you impressed? $2.7 billion. Is that all? Could it be more?
No, I can't.
It's in 6 months, right?
Look, I cannot be impressed because when you look at it, the question is, how many people are in export business? All right, with all the hiccups. All right, can't we do more? All right, you go to the port. We talked about issues last week, if you remember, during the phone-in program. All right.
Yeah.
We talked about some of those challenges. We're saying, okay, some things are not allowed out of the country. They don't allow some of our products to get to some certain places. What is the plan? The plan is to make sure that we can do better. Okay. As we speak, we have not even scratched. We have not scratched export business. We have not scratched it because there are too many hiccups. All right. That makes things difficult. Talking about packaging, talking about access to those products, talking about infrastructure, talking about storage, talking about logistics. The problems are still staring us in the face.
Yeah.
I may choose that I want to buy palm oil tomorrow and export again. And I would remember the trouble I went through when I went to Akubom.
Yeah.
When truck that was bringing the products was breaking down on the road. The problems are still there. We're still not doing enough. All right. So it's not just the fact that government says, we made $2.6 billion. The question is that, what are the challenges that are already hampering the expansion of the of the opportunity? You understand?
Yeah.
Is government working in that area? I can tell you for free that is a no.
And I think again, what's helped this earning was the African Continent Free Trade Area, which all barriers are removed. The things eliminate about 90% of the tariffs are off, so it enables African countries to trade among themselves. But the question I'm asking myself is, can we also remove the barriers within? Can we remove the barriers within?
Yeah.
Duties, tariff, Yes, we talk about the duty for 150 days. That is 150 days is not enough.
Yeah.
For anybody who wants to do exports successfully on a long term.
Yeah.
In Nigeria.
You talked about the free trade zone.
Yes.
Mostly ECOWAS.
Yes.
And I was wondering, what's the attraction there?
Because within that zone, 90% of the barriers are removed. No cost, and you can compete. You can bring in trades easily. Labors are free, so you have that free movement to exchange goods and stuff.
So again, to the ED, Madam Nonye Ayeni, she said policies and government policies, government interventions, or what else is there? So policies, initiatives, all of that. Shouldn't they take credit for at least what's going? I mean, I know that's a sub-regional situation, but is there credit for them that the government can at least take here?
From my point of view,
yeah,
none.
Isn't that harsh?
Well, that's the truth.
Yeah,
Femi, that's the truth. We see our seaports, our borders. You see, can pass through. It's the hard. Femi just shared this experience.
Yeah.
That's just one.
But you just said for ECOWAS nations.
Yes,
at least
government isn't the author of African continent.
But at least they respect it.
Yes.
Okay, let's stand.
So that
at least they respect the regional, our regional alignments and alliances and
it
all
is
of
what
that.
helps us to reduce costs of trade movements. So okay, let's assume we don't have African continent free trade zone.
Yeah.
Do you think we'll have made $2.7 billion in 6 months?
Just to add,
will probably be a tall ask.
Yeah. So just to add to what Razaka said, you have to always compare likes with likes. So I still come back to statistics and data. If you're saying, do they deserve any accolade? The question will be, what are we comparing with what? So when I was reading the report, that he talked about, I was asking myself that it wasn't complete. So when you're talking accounting, you're going to be comparing likes with likes. So I want to be able to hear that in the first quarter or the first 6 months of 2023, this was what was made. All right. So if you're saying you've made money, for example, and you have made maybe 10% increase, should I praise you? Maybe you should be telling me maybe you made about 300% increase, right? Then I can tell you that you've really done a lot of work, which means that something extraordinary must have taken place. So it's not just enough to banter figures. When you banter figures, all right, you're asking yourself, what are you comparing with what? That is the only time we can say indeed they have done something spectacular. Unfortunately, you may go to the NEPC, for example, now and ask them, okay, madam, we like the fact that you told us you made $2.7 billion. So in the corresponding prior year or 2 years before, I mean, what was the figure? You will be shocked that they don't even have that data. And that's a problem, even for those of us who are doing export training, who are doing leading people, out of this poverty stuff. So how do we compare data when we don't even know whether we're making headway based on what the government is telling us? That's a problem on its own. It's
a problem. All right, guys, we need to take a break. And when we come back, we would be thinking along the lines of what, if we could, what would we tell the Nigeria Export Promotion Council to do? What assignment would we have for them in the next half year? We are grateful for the first half. We made this much. That's over 4 trillion. 4 trillion 320 billion naira. It's interesting money. But what can be done better? All of that right after this time out.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We'll be right back. Tired of network issues disrupting your business transactions? Say hello to Embassy Card, the payment solution for both customers and merchants.
As a customer, I can use Embassy cards for personal and business transactions, even without network or data. No network, no problems.
And as a merchant, I can accept payments on my phone anytime, anywhere, without the need for expensive POS terminals. Plus, I earn commission for every card top-up and cash withdrawal, like a POS agent.
Embassy Card offers contactless payments, secure transactions, and free fund transfers between cards, and available in light, green, and gold cards. Visit www.embassycard.com to get started and download the app on Play Store and Apple Store. Embassy Card. Open up your world.
Are you ready to ignite your career in the media industry? Wazobia Academy Spark program is back and better than ever. Registration opens Monday 15th July and closes September 24th. Physical classes holds 25th, 26th and 27th of September. Spark 3.0 is offering 3 incredible courses running simultaneously. Becoming an OAP, series writing and video shooting and editing. 16,000 Naira only for each course, covering both online learning and 3-day physical training. What are you waiting for? Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to kickstart your career in the creative industry. Visit www.wazobiacademy.com/Spark 3.0 to register or send a WhatsApp message to 0908-826-5038 or call 0911-111-1221. Terms and conditions apply. Wazobia Academy. Learn and lead.
Price of everything in the country just keeps going up.
That's not completely true, because the Samsung Blue Tax sale is here again. Simply walk into any accredited Samsung store, buy your Galaxy Z Fold 6, or you could trade in your old device and get your free double-door refrigerator that comes with 20 years warranty, digital inverter with voltage control and all-round cooling for maximum freshness. That's not all. There are discounts on the Samsung Galaxy A55, A15, and A05 series. As much as 70K off these devices. Offer starts from August 19th while stock lasts. Terms and conditions apply.
Of trading itself. James, hello.
Susan, I beg. See the wine meaning.
For where? You who no longer depend solely on your salary.
So you people trade and don't carry us along in this office, Abby?
Jerry, now you they talk like this. Who doesn't want an extra stream of income? But I'm still looking for better trading conditions, I beg. Fast execution on my trades and possibly an account where swap no go carry all my profits where I no know.
Guy, HFM.com.
For me, I wouldn't mind better spreads at all, and it won't be a bad idea to be able to make withdrawals in a flash.
All we want is transparency and great customer service.
Guys, I said HFM.com.
Which one is HFM.com again?
Switch to HFM today to enjoy ultra-fast execution, 1 to 2,000 leverage, tight spreads, swap-free, and more.
Guy, show us the way now.
Wait, are you sure deposits and withdrawals are sharp?
I said
HFM.com.
Visit www.hfm.com. HFM, online trading at its finest.
Hey there. Sharing is caring, and sharing your phone's hotspot is a great way to help a friend in need. But wait, are you keeping your data safe? Here are smart tips to control your data while sharing your hotspot. Lock down your hotspot with a strong password to ensure there are no data party crashes. Also, remember to change your password frequently to avoid unauthorized use of your data. So, go on, share your connection with loved ones securely and still have plenty of data left. Visit your mobile operator's website or consumer.ncc.gov.ng to learn more. This message is brought to you by the Association of Licensed Telecoms Operators and the Nigerian Communications Commission.
Tell me which kind thing Viva no fi wash away. Jenna tomato paste or coffee stain your body. Viva go wash away. Chicken for your clothes now all you need for Viva to wash away. Gentle for your pocket, gentle for your hand. Oh my Viva, you couldn't make you shine. Oh Viva, oh, I love my Viva, oh Viva,
wanted in on all the exclusive footage and gist on BB Niger? We got you. The buzz is back. Back to following all the gossip, breakups, breakdowns. Back to giving us spicy banter, bigger secrets, and inside scoops from the BB Niger house. Follow me, Tokemaki. Follow me on BB Niger, The Buzz, streaming every Thursday on Showmax. Subscribe only from 1,600 naira. Sign up now at showmax.com. No lose guard.
The new school year is almost here, and QuickBox Loans is here to help you tackle those back-to-school expenses. Whether you're a parent handling school fees or a student needing cash for books and school supplies, QuickBox Loans makes it easy to get up to 10 million naira in less than 5 minutes with no collateral or paperwork. No matter your situation, there's a QuickBox loan designed to fit your needs with zero hassle and zero stress.
Get diverse range of loans from QuickBox from Access Bank for your business and personal needs. It's fast and easy to access, and it offers flexible repayment plan with competitive rates. Access the QuickBox loan on the Access More app or by dialing *901 *11 hash. Access, more than banking.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We are back.
We're back on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
We are back, and appreciatively too. We started the program this week with some quiz questions, and if you had joined us then, it would have been an interesting exercise. We've since gone on to try and expand and expatiate on those quizzes, the answers to those quizzes. The summary of it being Nigeria earned $2.7 billion in revenue from the non-oil export sector in the last 6 months, so the first half of the year, that is. So make that January to June, or whatever 6-month period is being calculated. And these funds came from 211 products exported to 122 countries in Africa, the Americas, Asia, Europe, and Oceania during this period. Now, of the 122 countries, 14 were ECOWAS countries where Nigeria did business and earned over $156 million just among the 14 ECOWAS countries. You probably heard me and specifically Razak saying that was attributable to the fact that there is what is it called, duty-free transaction across the ECOWAS sub-region, and that really shot the numbers up. Products like cocoa, beans, urea, fertilizer, sesame seeds, fresh vegetables, citrus peel, and sorghum. And he did say we're still scratching the surface because these are non-finished items. We don't seem to be doing so well with finished goods, finished product. Now, we understand, and we probably talked about it last week, and some of these countries will not even allow you bring in the finished article. Like when we talked about pomo, okay, see the pomo, they want to buy the pomo. Okay, let us turn the pomo to belt and bag and shoes and sell. They will say, Otio, no, just bring us the raw pomo, and and then they can buy it for 20 kobo. It's like crude oil, buy it for 20 kobo, refine it and ship it back to us for $1 million. And just as we were during the break, Kofi was showing me a story about again. So I'm just going to go to the oil sector and talk about how much is that money again that the Dangote refinery said to have cost what, 18 billion?
Yeah, they're about, yes.
Billion or million?
$1 billion.
$18 billion. The NNPC is owing what?
$6.2 billion.
Yeah, so
reportedly.
Reportedly. Owing. Who are they owing?
Suppliers, petrol suppliers from around the world.
Okay, petrol suppliers from around the world. And I don't understand. Yeah, so these are people who we buy the finished products from. We're owing over $6 billion. It go take before we pay that money because of you know why. And then the question somebody was asking was, okay, what are you doing? And we've come back to what are you doing locally to improve situation. Somebody was saying, why not pump that money locally into like the Dangote refinery, so that potentially can bring, and if you followed, I beg to differ, in one of those debates, the students' debate, such a robust debate as to what can bring the prices down, what cannot, and all of that. But the question is, it's not rocket science, isn't it? There's certain things that could be done that are just, you don't need to be an intellectual to even know it. Okay? You don't know, you have to be a pet engine professor, petroleum engineering professor, or one thing, or policy guru to just know that if you localize, now that you have an option, at a time when it's not like refineries were not built in Nigeria for some reason, because these were government-owned, government-controlled refineries, none of them has worked like the way we see. And this is not a Nigeria problem alone. In most countries, government-owned businesses do not run effectively because government is government. They are the way they are. Just look at the civil service. How many people who work in the civil service really need to be working in the civil service? Departments and ministries are over bloated with too many people, the same thing. Some probably have 3, 4, 5 people just pushing files around in this era where if you're in private business, you would even ask that one person doing it, is this all you do? If it's just to push the file around, what if we went paperless? What will you push? But that's the nature of it. Gigantic edifices built in the name of ministerial offices and all of that, filled with people who have 2-3 other jobs that they're doing, actually. And in some parts of the country, I've been in the civil service before, albeit I was dragged in there kicking and screaming, and I jumped out of it before anybody could blink. And I've had family who've been in some of these ministries before, so up close and personal. You just turn your nose to the whole thing. So let's come back. Efficiency, effectiveness. You're not going to get that from government-run enterprises. We know that. Let's not fool ourselves. Just look at the airlines. Look at everything. Even look at the NNPC, which is supposed to be what brings Nigeria's main revenue. Look at the seaports. Look at all these things. So it comes down to what can be done better. And I was saying that I was going to ask Ni what assignment he would have for the Nigerian export.
Sorry, Femi.
Yes.
Before you ask me,
let
me put it in context.
Oh, yeah, no.
Last year, 6 months, Nigeria earned $2.5 billion.
In what?
In non-oil.
Non-oil.
So
for the whole year?
Yes. No, in 6 months.
In 6 months.
Same
okay,
period.
six period.
So we added just
2.2. Yeah.
Now, if we are done what African Continent Free Trade Area has done, we will have multiplied that by 30,000. Now, this is what 3 things I'll point out. One, with that free trade zone, 90% of the tariffs are eliminated. 2, red tape removed. 3, it simplifies custom procedures. Can we just bring that to our Nigerian scene? Can we bring that? It will encourage more people to go into non-oil trade.
Are you saying they should remove 90% of the tariffs?
But this is what had helped 14 countries in Africa.
Okay. All right. But again, the duplicitous nature of these tariffs, we've talked about these things before. Maybe 90% is probably pushing it too far. Maybe tariffs, when used effectively and efficiently, can be a good thing, the source of further revenue and all of that. But duplicating these things, it just discourages. It discourages enterprise, doesn't it, Nee?
Of course it does. It's quite unfortunate, and we just happen that.
And then you add red tape and blue tape.
You get it. So, but we have to keep talking. Those problems are not the reasons why we won't do what we have to do.
Mhm.
Okay, we want more people to come in. We're only going to hope that things are going to get better.
Mhm.
When we talk about the $2.7 billion and all that, some people are earning those monies, right?
Yeah.
Why don't you want to be a part of it?
Mhm.
Okay, as bad as it can be, we'll keep
Yeah,
doing.
people have hacked it. It could be better, but they are making a ton of money in the sector anyway.
Exactly. I mean, there's nowhere else you want to be now, as horrible as things are financially.
Mhm.
You get it? This is the only place to be. I mean, there was a show that was organized this weekend.
Yeah.
So I was literally on the island, so that people can put their products on our e-commerce platform, and sell in the US in the warehouse and all that.
Mhm.
We had that conversation this weekend, and I could literally see the ingenuity of Nigerians doing honest business. So this bank brings people who are doing fashion, who are doing cosmetics, who are doing bags, leather, and all of those things together to come and exhibit Saturday and Sunday yesterday. And you'll be impressed. So what do? Let's help you sell in the USA. We'll take your products, put them in a warehouse.
Yeah.
You put the products on our e-commerce platform, you advertise it, and Nigerians are there, Africans are there who want all of this. Look, one of the ladies gave me a gift. She gave me a body wash and shea butter.
Ori?
Yes, Ori. Look, I do not cream my body. I said, okay, yesterday, let me just try. So I tried to cream my body with it. It smelled like butter. It was lovely, This morning, I had to cream my body with it again.
It's weird when you talk about shea butter like that, because all the shea butter I've seen in my life, they just
I mean, she's an ex-banker.
She's learned to, because I've always wondered, where will somebody please put some perfume in this?
Oh my God! I mean, it was just
make
lovely.
it a little more aromatic.
It was just lovely. You get it. Quality stuff. I said, look, madam, I'm willing to sell your products in the US. You understand? So, and that's what it is. You will not say because of those problems are there, we can do better. We can do better. More people should come in. Come to us. We'll teach you. We'll tell you. Look, just be there. All right? Because you don't go to war. You don't go and buy guns on the day of the war. Come into the sector first of all. Reach out to us. Let's be together. You understand? And continue to encourage ourselves. And that's what I was telling them during the weekend. I said, look, these things are needed abroad, and that's what we can do to make sure that we help people, so that we can do more. That's what it is.
Interesting. By the way, the number would be 0912-171-2885. Okay? If you're showing interest and you want to speak with Aniya Adeosun directly, that's 0912-171-2885. WhatsApp number it is not. I know there's still some people who say, I don't do WhatsApp. I don't know, man. There's still some people who are stubborn like that. But it helps if you do WhatsApp. It's not for SMS, because some people send me SMS. I don't even remember that app exists on my phone. So when I stumble on SMS, I will see hundreds and hundreds of messages, and for whatever reason, my device does not even allow me to respond when I don't know what's going on with my network. If I try to respond to you, it will give me this red exclamation mark. So I would then have to go and look for you on WhatsApp to try and respond to you. So just send your messages via WhatsApp. 0912-171-2885.
Sorry, Fem, let me just quickly chip this in. So we're trying to say as much as possible, as much as we can empower people.
Yeah.
For people who have finished products, if you have finished products, food products, fashion, and all of those things, reach out to us.
Okay.
Let's see how we can help you advise you, put your stuff out of the country, and can make money, so that these figures that we're talking about here can actually increase. So that while the NEPC are doing what they're doing, in our own little way, the way we can help, you understand, we help.
Yeah.
As long as you have a finished product, food or anything. You package product, you have not packaged it well, reach out to us. We can help you get it better.
And I ask you about an assignment for the NEPC. What assignment would you give them?
For NMPC, they just need to keep doing more.
It's NEPC. Don't confuse them with NNPC.
It's not. It's Nigerian Export Promotion Council.
NEPC.
Yeah, because like we say, I think the woman, Madam Ayeni, is trying to bring in a new kind of life, into that sector, and she's not going to do it alone.
Yeah.
Okay. We can watch her from the sides and see what she's doing. We can only compliment what she's doing. All right. But while she's doing all of that, she shouldn't forget that there are people who are in the private sector who are doing all they can. Let them make it easier for people. Let them. I mean, last Monday, there was a conversation around those agencies coming together, customs and all of those things.
Yeah.
More of those things, but there should be results. That's what we're interested in.
All right. Thank you. That has been a conversation this week. Bless your heart, Nia Dioshun.
Thank you. Thank you, Femi.
Once again, reach out 0912-171-2885. We've run out of time, so we won't go to the phone lines today. But you've heard what you need to hear. $2.7 billion in 6 months. With the right enabling, as you heard Razak say, it could be times 3 with a snap of the finger like that. And if you had that, that would be getting closer to $10 billion every half of the year. And that could be somewhere around $20 billion. There's a whole lot more to be done. Razak Olaigbe, thank you very much for being part of this broadcast.
Thank you.
Well done for the good work and for continuing to chase these non-oil export stories wherever they happen. I've always said, at the end of the day, if government is too slow, people should come together and build communities. That is the way when you build communities, government will be forced to take notice. Then they will come, build communities. I know it's hard in these days because of trust issues and all of that. But to start with small communities, especially communities that help you propagate. It's not everything that should be able to bring money. Value exchange for people. Deal you strike, whether I don't know. I just feel that owning 10% of a thriving business is better than owning 100% of a nonsense business that's not going to make you anything. I'm just saying.
It's what it is, yeah.
Imagine if you owned 0.1% of Google. Let's think about it for a moment.
That's it.
All right, guys. Thank you very much. So we are moving on from this area. Vaselina is in the house. She's lurking. Just having talked about shea butter and Ori, it is now time to see what Vaselina, I don't know, I'm seeing her through the glass. And she's probably, I don't know what Vaselina is, an argument with somebody. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, it will be time to bring you glad tidings from that other part of the... okay. It looks like... No, come. Vasily. So, come and sit down.
9.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.